everybody, welcome back to Life with Meech. I'm back with another video. Well, in this series of videos, I am going to take you on a tour of my makeup collection. And I figured I'd do a little decluttering along the way. Now this one may be a long one, it probably is. So get you a snack, get you a drink, have you a seat, and come on along for this ride and let's have some fun. Okay, y'all, for my looking at all my makeup and starting my declutter, I'm going to start with eyeshadows. Now, I must say that I've done a lot of this decluttering. I didn't even think to record it. So, these are eyeshadow palettes that I really want or have not gotten rid of yet, but there won't be a lot that I'm getting rid of. And what I get rid of, if it's old, I will throw it away, of course, but if it's relatively good, I will desanitize it, give it to my daughters or to my YouTube bestie. So let's go. Okay, the first eyeshadow palette is this one from Viseart. It is their dark mattes. I really like this eyeshadow palette. It's rich, earthy tones. You see the dark spots? You know, I can't do eyeshadow that well, so I tried, using a wet brush and it just stayed in there, but it does not affect how the eyeshadow performs at all. I really like this eyeshadow palette, and this was my first expensive one that I did buy. Very good palette. And they've got regular mattes, they have all editorial, they have all different types of eyeshadow. I am going to keep that. If I don't say I'm going to keep it, I am definitely going to keep it. If I'm going to give it away, I will say so. The next one are some Violet Vosses I've got. I got their her Pro Holy Grail palette, and that's this one right here. I love the tones of these eyeshadows. You're going to notice a trend. I love warm. I love browns. I love cranberries. I like a little bit of purples. I just love these colors, and I don't care if it's winter, spring, summer, fall. I will wear them. So this is one of two palettes I got from Violet Voss. I really like these eyeshadows. The next one I got from Violet Voss is the hashtag eyeshadow palette, which I have not used yet. This is the newest one I got. I got this mainly because, of course, it has the colors I want. But sometimes I like a little purple, and I don't have any purple eyeshadows. So I decided, hey, I'm going to get this one because it does not have a lot of purples, and it still has other eyeshadows that I will definitely use, even though I know I have them in different eyeshadow palettes. But this is the hashtag. And if I did not say already, I'm doing 20 eyeshadow palettes at a time. So yeah, that tells you how many eyeshadow palettes I really have, but I just like them. So that is that. Okay, the next ones I'm going to go over are the Too Faced palettes I have. The first one here is the Just Peachy, which is the really cute palette that they have just the peachy mattes in. Once again, those nice earthy tones that I really like. It does smell peachy, but it's not overpowering, and it does not smell like that fake peach. I really like this palette. I saw some reviews where people say they didn't like it, but I love it. So that's the Just Peachy mattes. Since I'm talking about peachy, I do have the Sweet Peach, which was the original one that everybody was going crazy over. I do use this, but I just love these rich, earthy tones. I just love it. So, I'll get to it when I get to it, I guess. But yeah, that's the Just Peach. No, that's the Sweet Peach. The next one I have is the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons. And these are the heart-shaped ones. I do not like this palette for some reason. I don't know what it is. The colors are okay. They're nothing like to write a story about or anything, but I don't like this palette, so I'm getting rid of this. So yay, I'm getting rid of one. Put this over to the side. The next one I have is the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette, which is just, y'all, it's beautiful. I love this palette, and I love it. It does have the earthy tones, but then it has this bright, like whatever color this is. And look at this beautiful green. Yes, I love it. And then you can even go a little cool tone with this gray down here. I'm not swatching anything. That would make this too long. But hopefully I'm not blinding y'all. But yeah, this is the chocolate gold. And the next one I have is the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar. And that's one of their older ones. I don't use this as much, but I like this one better than the regular chocolate bar. I did have the chocolate bar, but I gave that one away. So, yeah. I'll be using this one. Keeping that one. All right, next up are my Tarte eyeshadows. The first one I have is the Tarte in Bloom. That's the first one. And nice muted colors, but you can make so many beautiful looks out of this. I really like this. This was the first eyeshadow palette that I really tried to do a look with. So I really like it. I'm going to keep this right here because the next one I'm going to show you is the Tarte Toasted. You know, this is their contribution to the warm eyeshadow palettes that was all the rage at one time. But I love this eyeshadow palette. It's just so warm and nice. And it is different from Tarte in Bloom. That's why I kept this one up. It is different. Let me see. Okay, let's do it like this. Let me see. Ugh. I'm having a problem. Okay, can you see it? This is the Toasted, and this is Tarte in Bloom. This one kind of even look a little cool, more cool than the warm one. So they are different. This probably is not even helping y'all, but these are the two I have from Tarte. My next eyeshadow palette I have is from Huda Beauty. It's the only one I have from her. It's the Rose Gold Edition. I did like this eyeshadow palette, but I did not have a desire to get any more of hers. So I figured this one was good enough. I love the reds and the pink. It even has a nice mauve in there that I really like. And these are the textured shadows that, you know, you have to use your fingers with and whatnot. But I really like this eyeshadow palette. You can get multiple looks, and it's great eyeshadows, but I just didn't feel a need to get any more of hers. So this is the only one I have, and this is the one I'm keeping. My next eyeshadows are from Anastasia Beverly Hills. The first one is the Master Palette by Mario. And these are the nice, earthy, beautiful, warm tones that are inside. I love this eyeshadow palette. I found out my daughter was using this, the one who doesn't really wear makeup, because she watches RuPaul and they always talk about Anastasia. She was like, oh, that must be a good eyeshadow palette. She was using this. I gave her a different one that I didn't like that much. But I'm like, no, you're not using this one. This is mine. But that is the Master Palette by Mario. And the next one is the first one, you know, that she ever went permanent with, and that's of course the wonderful Modern Renaissance. I love this eyeshadow palette, and yes, as I said, the colors of all my eyeshadows are similar. Beautiful, beautiful colors. I love it. My next eyeshadow palette is from Urban Decay, and it's the Naked Heat palette. This is the only palette I have from, oh no, I have another one. This is my favorite eyeshadow palette, I should say, from Urban Decay. I love this eyeshadow. It is, at first I was like, oh, this is something I don't like about it. But you know, this one is actually different from all the other ones. So I didn't feel any type of way, not that I would have anyway, having this one and the Tarte one. They're different. I love these eyeshadows. Very, very, very pretty. Okay, next up, one of my other all-time faves is the Queen of Hearts. Can you see that? It's the Queen of Hearts from Raine. The lighting is not doing that packaging justice, but it's from Raine. And these are the beautiful colors. They keep selling out and coming back with these. So I'm pretty sure this is permanent. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colors. Okay, next up I have a eyeshadow palette from Natasha Denona. It is a sunset palette. You know, I went back and forth wanting this eyeshadow palette. I need to use this because it's beautiful. This was probably the one that started and made people want to, companies want to make warm eyeshadow palette. It's beautiful, but I just don't reach for it. You see how many eyeshadow palettes, so you're going to see how many more I have. But it's beautiful. I love it. I don't regret buying it. I just need to use it more. It is beautiful. Next up, I have some eyeshadow palettes from Lorac. And the first one is the Lorac Pro. And I don't know if this is the first one they came out with or not, but I really like this eyeshadow palette. And I like that you use top and the bottoms together. I mean, I don't use all the colors, but I do think this is a beautiful palette. A nice, neutral, everyday eyeshadow palette. And also from Lorac, I have the Unzipped eyeshadow palette. Once again, one I need to use more often. It's more rosy, mauve-y looking. Beautiful colors, though, that seem to be washed out by the lighting, but hopefully you can see it. Pretty. Okay, in this first 20, got 2 more to go, and these are going to be from NARS. From NARS, my first eyeshadow palette I got from them is the Loaded palette. It's a beautiful neutral tone, earthy tone eyeshadow palette. I love it. It's a beautiful everyday palette. Very pretty. Also from NARS, I also have the NARS Wanted eyeshadow palette. It is a bit smaller. It is a bit smaller than the Loaded, but the colors are just as beautiful. Lovely, lovely colors. All right, now for the next 20. The first ones I'm going to do are the ones by Juvia's Place. I do have her original, the Nubian by Juvia's Place, which is the one I fell in love with. It fell a few times, got broken and repaired. A very good neutral earthy tone palette. I also have the Masquerade Mini by Juvia's. Earthy tones, but it has some pops of color in here, which is why I kept this one. I had more, but I got rid of them because I don't know. I'm about done with Juvia's Place. I mean, once you have 1 palette or 2 palettes, I think you're good. So I don't think I'm going to be ordering from them anymore. And the next one is the Nubian 2. Once again, earthy with some pops of colors. These are some good palettes. I'm not saying anything's wrong with their palettes. I know they've had issues with shipping and customer service for some people. And I did a video on that once, but I never had any issues. But I just feel like I'm done with buying their palettes. Okay, the next one I have is a Makeup Geek eyeshadow palette. And it's the Manny MUA palette. I really like this palette, well, when I saw it, and I liked it for this rich burgundy and this hip, whatever this color is, I can't remember, but I thought it was so pretty. But I have these colors in so many other palettes now, and I don't even reach for this, so I think I'm going to go ahead and desanitize this and give this to my YouTube bestie, so yeah. I'm going to get rid of this one. And that's good because I said I'm not going to get any more eyeshadow palettes until I get rid of some. Because I'm not even using these. So I don't want to have a collection like that. I have a lot of makeup, but I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, the next thing I have is the Urban Decay Vice. I don't even know how old this is. But it has not been used. And once again, it has all these nice bright colors in there. It used to have a brush. I don't know where it is. But it has all these nice bright colors in here that I do not use. And I have enough of in my other palettes that I'm going to get rid of this one too. Desanitize it. and pass it off to my YouTube bestie. So that's 3. I'm on the road. All right, the next eyeshadow palette is the Sephora Pro. A while back, Sephora came out with like 3 eyeshadow palettes, and this is their contribution to the warm eyeshadow palette. This is the warm one. Beautiful, earthy, warm eyeshadows. You can make a multitude of looks with this. Got that nice black in there. You can make a multitude of looks from this. So yes, it's very similar to the Natasha Denona, but I am keeping it. Oops. The next 2, I'm going to show you them at the same time, well, and the third one, are these shiny ones. Do not want to be shown. These are the Dose of Colors Baked Browns and Marvelous Mauves. I really like these. They're all mattes. They do have a bit of fallout, a lot of fallout. That's the browns. These are the browns. And this is the mauve. Y'all know I always gotta have mauve. And this is the mauve. Mauve is the cool tone. The baked browns is the warm tone. These are lovely, lovely eyeshadows. And I like to use the baked browns with this little guy. This came out with the, I don't think this is available anymore, but this is one of their collections. I don't remember the name of the ladies, the YouTube ladies. But these are just lid colors. And I can use it with these to come up with some nice looks. So I really like this. And this is called the name isn't even on here. And I don't know. Y'all recognize this. But yeah. So very pretty. So those what I have from Dose of Colors. My next eyeshadow palette is from Marc Jacobs. My girl, Tiff Jeff 069, talked so good about this. I had to get it. And this is the Scandalous 740 Scandalous eyeshadow palette. And beautiful, beautiful colors. I wore this and I love it. I'm so happy I bought this. But just like with my Huda Beauty and my Juvia's Place, I don't feel a need to buy any more Marc Jacobs eyeshadows. I think this is good. Maybe if I use this all up. That'll never happen. So that's Marc Jacobs. Okay, the next one eyeshadow palette I have is from Makeup Addictions Cosmetics. This is the Flaming Love eyeshadow. I thought this was so pretty. Took the sleeve off. Beautiful, beautiful color. It has some earthy tones and some pops of colors. I am keeping this. That's why I can get rid of those other ones so easily. I have so many with pops of colors that I don't even pop on my lids. But yeah, I'm keeping that. Okay, my next 3. Oh, I lied. I do have some more Huda Beauty eyeshadow palettes. Oops, sorry. I forgot about these minis, and I didn't even remember until I picked them up. Oops, sorry. Okay, so I got her the 3 of her. She came out with 4 minis eyeshadow palettes, and I have 3 of them, and I love them. They are compact, but you have a lot of product in here, even if with it being palm size. Look at these earthy tones. Oh my goodness. This is the Warm Obsessions. Love it. This is the Mauve Obsessions. You know your girl got to have mauve. Just beautiful. And so pigmented. And okay, I have to admit, I have not used this one yet. But I am determined to do me a smoky eye one day. So that's why I got this one. And this is that one. But I'm sure you can do other things with this. But very beautiful colors. Nice and muted. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, my next eyeshadow palettes are from Morphe. The first one is the original Morphe 35O, which of course you know I'm going to keep. Very nice, earthy, warm, brown tones, orange tones. Love it. I know y'all have seen this one before. And the next one is the 35F, which I'm also keeping. I love it. First of all, these are all frost, so they're very good lid colors. The first 4 rows are just nice lid colors that you can just pop on your lids. And then they give you this nice final row for to help you complete your looks. It has this nice black, has some transition colors, very nicely done. This is a great palette. If I were to recommend any Morphe palette, it would be this one. I love it. Now these next two, I'm getting rid of one of these. They are the 25A and the 25B. I don't know. I think I'm going to just get rid of both of them. I don't know. Okay, this is 25B. Okay, let's start with 25A. One's supposed to be copper and one's supposed to be something else. I think, and I can't even tell, honestly. So this is a 25A. Nice, earthy, rustic colors. And then here is the 25B. Yeah, this one is got some burgundy-ish tones in here. I think this is the one. I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm going to give this one away. Or should I? Yeah, I'm going to give this one away. 25B. You're going. And I'll keep 25A. So now, that's my second set. Let's get on to the next set. Okay, y'all, this is the last set. Maybe more than 20, but we're going to go ahead and knock this out the park. First one I have is this mini palette from Kat Von D. It's a Shade of Light palette. And it's the Rust one. All matte shades. I'm going to keep that. I have a mini Lorac Pro, all matte. Since I have that big one now, because I got this before I got the big one, I'm going ahead and get rid of this little one. I do have this small Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette. It's the number 5. I got this a long time ago. They are all mostly mattes, but they're like very dry and powdery. I don't know if I had it too long or whatever, but I'm going ahead and keep this a little bit longer and probably get rid of this year. Take the lollipop out of my mouth. Next 3 eyeshadow palettes I have are these ones. 2 are from Wet n Wild. This is the Petal Pusher and the Comfort Zone. And I also have one from Black Radiance, and this is the Downtown Browns, I believe. I want to say Downtown Brown. So these are nice, inexpensive palettes, but they're very good, so I will be keeping these. Next one I have is Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. Like this palette, I'll be keeping that. I also have 2 from Milani. It's the Everyday Eyes number 5 and number 8. I saw that Milani came out with some more eyeshadows and I was about to get it. And I was like, wait a minute, I have these. So I tried these out on the look. I had to use them all together because the number 8 didn't really have a transition color. But using them together, I like them. So I will be keeping both of these palettes. Instead of getting their new ones. They have a matte and I think they have a metallics one. I also have these two small quads. Are these quads? Trios from Wet n Wild. I'm getting Sunburned and Spoiled Brat. I just like these colors, so I will be keeping those. I also have the Maybelline City Mini Palette by Makeup Shayla. These are some beautiful colors. I'm pretty sure you can still get these. They have some nice earthy tones and some burgundy and gold. I really like this palette, so I'll be keeping that. Now my next group of palettes are from ColourPop. ColourPop is in the same category as a few of the other eyeshadow brands I've been talking about, where I'm over them. I don't even look for no more eyeshadow palettes from them. So they just seem like they release something every day. Now this one is the Yes Please palette. This is their contribution to the warm tone for the Natasha Denona. It's a really good palette. I really like that one. Then I have the You Had Me at Hello. And it's a nice neutral palette. And then the next one is I Think I Love You. Another neutral palette with a nice yellow in there that I'll be keeping. Hopefully y'all can see that one. That one's a little blingy. So those three. Then I have two of their, I don't know what these are called, but it's just, they came out with these ones first. And this is from the I Love Sarahi. It's the saucy one. Pretty. I'll be keeping that. And this is the high maintenance one. Kind of similar to that one, but hopefully you can see it. But I'll be keeping that one as well. I don't know if these are still available, but I'm not getting any more eyeshadow palettes from them. I'm done. Now the last set of eyeshadow palettes are, wait a minute, I got one more before I get to that one. I also got the BH Cosmetics, the Carly Bible eyeshadow palette. I don't use this as much as I should, but this is a nice everyday palette. And it also has the highlighters in there as well. So very nice, very nice. In that same vein, and also from BH Cosmetics, I have the It's My Ray Ray eyeshadow palette, which is awesome. It's eyeshadows, it's highlighters, and contour. Those are the highlighter and contours. And then the colors are right up top. Nice earthy, warm palette. So that's another one by BH Cosmetics. They are killing the game. Okay, now the next group of eyeshadows I got all of these in my subscription boxes. So we'll go through these now. The first one is for Blink. I got this in my BoxyCharm. It's Electric Eyes palette. These are some long-lasting eyeshadows. I really like these, so I'll be keeping that. Along the same line from Naked Cosmetics, although the colors are similar, these are some wonderful eyeshadows. I'll be keeping this one as well. Very nice. And a nice neutral palette that I really need to use because it's very pretty. Just neutral, everyday palette. And this is by Huda Beauty. So I'll be keeping that one. Another one I received was from, it's Rainforest of the Sea, Tarte. It's a Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. And these are some nice everyday colors, but I feel like I got these in other palettes, but they are so nice and smooth. These are some good eyeshadows. Never mind, I'm keeping this one. Never mind, I almost gave this away, but I'm going to keep that. Then we have Glam Metals. It's from Crown. And these are the colors. I've not used this, but I feel like I might give this one away. I might. I'm gonna put this one to the side. 5. So the next one I got was I received 2 of these in different boxes. One was cool tone, one was warm tone. It's by Studio Makeup on the Go. This is the warm tone. This is the cool tone one. I love this one. I'm keeping it. I gave the warm tone to my daughter. Then I have this Real Her #1 shadow palette. Be Your Own Kind of Beautiful. It's a nice neutral palette. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. Yeah. So that one's going. Never used it. Then I have this Winky Lux. It's very pretty. But you know what? I've not used it. Have not even ever reached for it. I'm going to get rid of this one too. Wow, I'm doing good. Then the last one I have is by Pure Soiree Diaries. And it's just a neutral palette. I'm going to keep this one. Just in case my daughter. No. I don't know. It's got a film over it. It's not been used at all. I'm going to keep this one. But I am going to get rid of the Glam Metals. I also have Melt Cosmetic eyeshadows. I have 3 of their stacks. I also have 3 stacks. The first one is the Rust stack. And, you know, it has nice 5 different colors. Beautiful colors. Hopefully you can see it. I'm keeping that. Then I have the Dark Matter stack. Has 4 colors on this one. And the last one I have is the She's in Party stack. And this one has that nice purple, eggplant purple. Come on, focus. Nice eggplant purple. And those are all I have from the Melt Cosmetics. So all in all, I'm getting rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 palettes. That is great. So I'm pretty proud of myself. Okay, that's it. I know this was a long one, but this is the largest part of my makeup that I have. That's it for this decluttering. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.